Let's look at a lesson from Tili Kannada grade 6. The name of this lesson is Yede Gundada Dhiraru. It is written by M.N. Sundara Raja. Yede Gundada means to not lose courage or confidence. Dhiraru is warriors. So the warriors who did not lose courage or confidence. So in this lesson we are going to look at two people's story. How in spite of being handicapped and disabled, they achieved a lot in their life. So let's look at their stories now. So the first one is about Julio Iglesias. Spain ದೇಶದ ಬಾಲಕ Julio Iglesias. So Julio Iglesias is from Spain. ತನ್ನ 10ನೆಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಆಟಗಾರನಾಗುವ ಕನಸು ಕಂಡನು. So when he was 10 years old itself, he dreamt of being a very famous football player. ದಿನದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಆಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಕಳೆದನು. So most part of his day he used to spend playing football. ತಾನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಆಸೆ. He wished to take part or participate in national and international matches, football matches. ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ತರಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಹಂಬಲ. He always desired and wished to bring fame to his country. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಡ್ರಿಡ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಸೇರಿದ. So for this reason he joined the Real Madrid club. ನಿರಂತರ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ and he continuously practiced. ತನ್ನ 20ನೆಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಗೋಲ್ ಕೀಪರ್ ಎಂಬ ಖ್ಯಾತಿ ಪಡೆದನು. And in his 20th year he already was a famous player and he was known to be the best goalkeeper. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆದನು. So he was a national level player. ಆದರೆ 1963ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಭೀಕರ ಅಪಘಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಗಾದನು. But in 1963, while he was traveling with his friends in the car, he met with a terrible accident. ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಸೇರಿದ and he was admitted in the hospital. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಏನೋ ನಡೆಯಿತು. The treatment also took place there. ಆದರೆ ಸೊಂಟದ ಕೆಳಭಾಗ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತು. But hip down, he had his bones and his body had become very weak. They had completely lost strength. So hip down, he had no strength at all. ಇದರಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಗೋಲ್ ಕೀಪರ್ ನಾಗುವ ಅವನ ಕನಸು ನುಚ್ಚು ನೂರಾಯಿತು. And because of this, his dream of being the best goalkeeper was all shattered. ಜೂಲಿಯೋ ಗುಣಮುಖನಾಗಲು ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನಗಳು ಬೇಕಾದವು. And for him to get completely cured, lot of days were required. ಇದರಿಂದ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ದುಃಖ ಕೋಪ ಮನೆ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. And because of this he felt very sad and he was also very angry. ಮನನೊಂದನು and he was heartbroken. ನೋವು ಮರೆಯಲು ಹಾಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಬರೆದು ತಾನೇ ಹಾಡತೊಡಗಿದನು. So to forget all his pains and his sadness, he started to write songs and he started to sing the songs as well. ಅವನ ಇಂಪಾದ ಧ್ವನಿ ಗಮನಿಸಿದ ದಾದಿಯೊಬ್ಬಳು ಗಿಟಾರ್ ಒಂದನ್ನು ತಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಳು. So listening to his melodious voice, a nurse who was treating him got him a guitar. ಅವನೆಂದು ಅದುವರೆಗೆ ಗಿಟಾರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Until then he had not even touched a guitar. He didn't even know how to play a guitar. He had not even touched it. ಆದರೂ ಗಿಟಾರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನುಡಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಹಾಡತೊಡಗಿದನು. So he started to sing along with playing on the guitar. ಹೀಗೆ 18 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳೆದನು. So like this he spent 18 months in the hospital. ಈಗ ಜೂಲಿಯೋ ಹಾಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಗಿಟಾರ್ ನುಡಿಸುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಣತಿ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದನು. And by now, that is after spending 18 months in the hospital, he had become an expert in singing and playing his guitar. ಅದು ಅವನ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿತು. So that increased his confidence. It made him so confident. ತಾನೇ ಹಾಡುಗಳನ್ನು ಬರೆದ. So he started to write his own songs. ಹಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಲ್ಲೀನನಾದ, and he was immersed in composing and singing songs. ಜೀವನ ಹೀಗೆ ಸಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಹಾಡುಗಳ ಆಲ್ಬಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರತಂದನು. So he also released an album by the name ಜೀವನ ಹೀಗೆ ಸಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದು ವಿಶ್ವಾದ್ಯಂತ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ 300 ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ ಆಲ್ಬಮ್ಗಳು ಮಾರಾಟವಾದವು. And that became so famous. It became world famous, and 300 million copies of this album were sold. ವಿಶ್ವದ 10 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಗಾಯಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಜೂಲಿಯೋ ಸಹ ಒಬ್ಬನಾದ. And he became one among the top 10 singers in the world. He was one of them. ಅವನು ಈಗ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಕಲಾವಿದನಾಗಿ ಕೋಟ್ಯಾಂತರ ಸಂಗೀತ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳ ಕಣ್ಮಣಿಯಾದನು. So he became the heartthrob of crores of music lovers by them. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಫಲತೆಯಿಂದ ಎದೆಗುಂದಬಾರದು. You should not lose your hope and your courage because of any failures. ಅದೃಷ್ಟದ ಒಂದು ಬಾಗಿಲು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಾರಿ ತೆರೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದನು. So he said, if luck closes one door, then definitely it will open another door for you. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನ ಜೀವನವೇ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ. His life is itself an example for this saying, that if one door is shut, somehow there will be a path or a way for another door to open for you. So this is Julio Iglesias' story. Now we will look at the next one, which is a story of Malati Holla. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬಾಗಿಲುಗಳು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದರೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಿಂಡಿಯಿಂದ ಬೆಳಕು ಹರಿದು ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳರ ಬದುಕಿನ ಸತ್ಯ. So if all doors close, even through a small hole, the sunlight can flow in. Light, not sunlight, it can be any light. Any light will flow in, even if there is a small hole. So this was the truth of Malati Holla. We'll see her story, and then you will understand why this line. ಪೋಲಿಯೋ ಎಂಬ ಭಯಂಕರ ವ್ಯಾಧಿಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿ ಕಾಲುಗಳು ಶಕ್ತಿಹೀನವಾದರೂ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವವೇ ಬೆರಗಾಗುವಂತಹ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ. So in spite of having a dreadful disease called as polio, where her legs will have no strength, in spite of this, she made a name for herself in the world of sports, and her achievement shocked the entire world. So this is Malati Holla's story. ವಿಧಿ ನೀಡಿದ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲತೆ ಈ ಸಾಧಕಿಯ ಪಾಲಿಗೆ ವರವಾಗಿತ್ತು. So fate, destiny had made her a handicap. But in spite of that, she was able to convert this handicapness into a boon. Okay? She made it as her strength. Malati Hollara ತಂದೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ, ತಾಯಿ ಪದ್ಮಾವತಿ. So these are her parents. Father is Krishnamurti Holla and mother is Padmavati. ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ವೃತ್ತಿಗಾಗಿ ಉಡುಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಮಣ್ಣೂರು ಗ್ರಾಮದಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದವರು. So they came to Bangalore from Udupi, from a village called as Mannuru in Udupi, because they wanted to start a hotel business in Bangalore. ಇವರ ನಾಲ್ಕನೆಯ ಮಗುವಾಗಿ ಜುಲೈ 6, 1958 ಮಾಲತಿ ಜನಿಸಿದರು. So she was the fourth child for her parents, and she was born on 6th July 1958. ದುರಾದೃಷ್ಟವಶಾತ್ 1 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗು ಮಾಲತಿಗೆ ಪೋಲಿಯೋ ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಮಗುವನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನೈನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ದತ್ತಾತ್ರೇಯ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಎಂಬ ಪುನರಾವಸತಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿದರು. So unfortunately, when she was 1 year old, she got polio. And for the treatment, her parents had to admit her in Chennai, Dattatreya Medical Center Rehabilitation Center. It was a rehabilitation center, so they had to admit her there. ಆಕೆಯ ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ಬಹುಭಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಕಳೆಯಿತು. She spent most of her childhood in the rehabilitation center. ದೇಹದ ನರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಂಡಿನಂತೆ ಒಂದುಗೂಡುವುದು ಇವರ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯ ಸ್ವರೂಪ. So the nature of this disease was that all the nerves, they will all join together like a ball. ಇದನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸಲು ಪ್ರತಿ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾಲತಿಗೆ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಿತ್ತು. So to treat this condition, she had to undergo a surgery once in every 6 months. ಇಂತಹ 32 ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಎದುರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. She has faced 32 surgeries like this. ಆದಾಗ್ಯೂ ಪ್ರತಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಲತಿ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಥಮಳಾಗಿರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಳು. In spite of this, in spite of going through so much of medical treatment and surgeries, she always stood first in her class. 1975ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿದ ನಂತರ ಮಹಾರಾಣಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದರು. So she returned back to Bangalore in 1975 and she continued her education in Maharani's College. ತಂದೆಯ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹದ ನುಡಿಗಳು ಮಾಲತಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ನೀಡಿದವು. So her father's encouraging words gave her a lot of courage and confidence. ಅದೇ ವರ್ಷ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲರ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ 2 ಚಿನ್ನದ ಪದಕ, 2 ಬೆಳ್ಳಿಯ ಪದಕಗಳನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದುವರೆದರು. So when she came back to Bangalore, she continued her education in Maharani College, and because of the encouragement from her father, she participated in a sports competition which was National Disabled Krida Kuta is sports. Okay, so she participated in the sports which was for the disabled, and she won 2 gold and 2 silver medals. So this pushed her forward in the path of this achievement pushed her in the she wanted to participate even more in sports. ಈ ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಕ್ರೀಡೆಗಳತ್ತ ಅವರ ಒಲವು ಬೆಳೆಯಲು ಕಾರಣವಾಯಿತು. Okay, so this achievement, what she received, 2 gold and 2 silver medals, this increased her liking towards sports and it became the reason for her to continue in sports. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಅಹಮದಾಬಾದಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಲಿಕುರ್ಚಿಯ ಓಟದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಿಗಳೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. So once in Ahmedabad, when she went to participate in one of the competitions, which was a wheelchair race, there were no other female contestants. She was the only female contestant for the race and there were no other female contestants. ಆಗ ಮಾಲತಿ ಪುರುಷ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಿಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಿಸಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. So since there were no female contestants, she had to contest with the male participants there. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲೇ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡಿದವರು, and most of them were already famous. They had already participated in a lot of competitions and they had become famous. ಅದ್ಭುತ, ಮಾಲತಿಯೇ ಗೆದ್ದರು. But it was a marvel that Malati was the only female contestant and she won. She won competing with people who were already famous, who had already made a name for themselves. ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಿಳೆ ಪುರುಷರನ್ನು ಹಿಮ್ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಸಿ ಬಹುಮಾನ ಪಡೆದಾಗ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳ ಸುರಿಮಳೆಯೇ ಆಯಿತು. So when she had to compete with men and she won, there was a rain of praises and good wishes for her. Korea, Denmark, Beijing, Bangkok, Belgium, Birmingham, ಮ್ಯಾಂಚೆಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಏಷಿಯಾಡ್ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಕೂಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಲಿಕುರ್ಚಿ ಓಟ, ಗುಂಡು ಎಸೆತ, ತಟ್ಟೆ ಎಸೆತ, ಈಟಿ ಎಸೆತ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ ವಿಜಯಿಯಾದ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವವೇ ಅವರತ್ತ ತಿರುಗಿತು. So these were all the countries where she participated: Korea, Denmark, Beijing, Bangkok, Belgium, Birmingham, Manchester, in all these places, there were international sports competitions for the disabled. She participated in all these places. Then she also participated in Asiad sports in all these categories. That is, Gali Kurchi Ota is a wheelchair race, Gundu Eseta shot put throw, Tatte Eseta disc throw, ET Eseta javelin throw, and she participated and she won, and the entire world turned towards her. ಬರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ಹ್ಯಾಮ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಬಸ್ನಿಂದ ಬಿದ್ದು ಮೂಳೆ ಮುರಿದರೂ ಅವರ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗ್ಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. So once when she had gone for a competition in Birmingham, she fell down from the bus and she broke her bone. In spite of that, her enthusiasm did not become less. ಇದು ಅವರಿಗೆ 17ನೇಯ ಮೂಳೆ ಮುರಿತ, and this was the 17th time she was breaking a bone. ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳರ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿ ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಅರ್ಜುನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ 1995, ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ 2001 ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸಿತು. ಸೊ looking at her achievements in the world of sports, the Indian government presented her Arjuna Award and Padma Shri Award. KK Birla ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವರ್ಷದ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡಿನ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಏಕಲವ್ಯ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಮುಂತಾದ 30ಕ್ಕೂ ಮೀರಿ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ ಭಾಜನರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, she's won a lot of awards, close to 30 awards. So to name a few of them, KK Birla Award, then American Biographical Institution had awarded her the Woman of the Year, then England Biographical Center had awarded her International Woman Award, and then Karnataka government presented Ekalavya Award. So like this, she won close to 30. She received close to 30 awards. ಅಭಿನಯ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೂ ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳ ಹೊರತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, and she is also has achieved a name in the acting field. She has also acted in movie. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೊಡನೆ ಕಾಮನಬಿಲ್ಲು ಚಲನಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿನಯಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಮೆಚ್ಚುಗೆಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So she has acted in a movie called as Kamanabillu with Dr. Rajkumar, and she has got fame there as well. People have recognized her acting skills as well there. Malati Holla Syndicate Bank Udyogi, and she is an employee of Syndicate Bank. ವಿಧಿ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನೋವುಗಳನ್ನು ನುಂಗಿ ವಿಶ್ವವೇ ಬೆರಗಾಗುವಂತೆ ಬೆಳೆದಿರುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮವಿದೆ. So in spite of having so much of physical trouble, so much of disability, she swallowed all her pains and she surprised the entire world. She grew, her fame grew, which surprised the entire world, and we'll have to praise her efforts for this. She has put in so much of efforts for this. ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ಬರೆಯಲಾದ ಪ್ರೌಢ ಪ್ರಬಂಧವೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿ ಲಭಿಸಿದೆ. And she has also got a doctorate. She's also got a doctorate because of a article she has written. ತಮ್ಮಂತೆಯೇ ವಿಕಲಚೇತನರಾದ ಗ್ರಾಮಾಂತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ನೆರವು ನೀಡುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮಾತೃ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಎಂಬ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So she has started one organization called as Matru Foundation to help people like her who are disabled, who are coming from the rural background. Gramantara is rural background, from the rural regions. For children, she has created a organization which will help in providing them shelter, education and medical support. Sada ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಅವರ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿನ ಗುಟ್ಟು. So always staying active, that is her secret of success. ಕೀಳರಿಮೆಗಿಂತ ಮಿಗಿಲಾದ ಅಂಗವೈಕಲ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ನಗುತ್ತಲೇ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಬೇಕು ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಅವರ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ. So she says there is no disability than having an inferiority complex. Even if you are fit but you still have an inferiority complex, that is as good as having some disability. So the physical disability doesn't matter. If you have a complex in your mind thinking that I am useless, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I'm not fit for anything, that is more bad than the physical disability. So always face your life with a smile. That is a principle that she always follows. ಮಾಲತಿ ಹೊಳ್ಳರ ಜೀವನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಚೇತನರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರವಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿದಾಯಕ. So her life is an example not just for disabled people but for every woman. It is so inspirational, her story. ಛಲಗಾತಿ ಮಾಲತಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಚೇತನರ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವು ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಿಸಿ ಭಾರತದ ಕೀರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So she has won so many records in the world of sports and she has also increased the fame of India. So this is the story of two people who were disabled but they did not be discouraged or disheartened by their disability, but they went ahead and made success and made a name for themselves in this world.